Hi and welcome to an overview of Pepperstone's trade terminal. Today we're going to be taking a look at how to install the trade terminal in our MetaTrader 4 platforms and also some of the key functions that the MetaTrader 4 terminal can offer us as traders. To access the MetaTrader 4 terminal, we need to go to View, Navigator, and then select Pepperstone Trade Terminal from the Expert Advisors tab and left click and hold and drag and drop onto our charts. If we do that correctly, we should see this window appear and a smiley face up the top right hand corner, and also always enable auto trading up the top. We can then press OK. We should then see this window appear, which has multiple different areas and quite a lot of different tools that we can use to manage our orders and place new orders. We have a market watch window, a trading terminal window with account information, and an open and pending orders window. And these can all easily be accessed together. We'll start with the market watch window. So in the market watch window, we can see different currency pairs, their current spreads down here, the current prices, and we can also select the lots that we'd like to trade, the stop loss we'd like to put on, the trailing stop loss if we would like to use one, and also a take profit. You can also see that depending on the currency pair we're trading, if we have US dollar Swiss orders already open, they'll appear up the top here, and we can click on this and then see whether the position is up or down in both pips and dollar amounts. We can then also select a couple of easy options here to close all open positions, to close all losers, so all of our losing positions, to reverse the position, and also to hedge the position if we need to do so. So let's place an order together now. If we wanted to place one lot on the US dollar Japanese yen, we could do so by placing one lot, putting a stop loss and pips in, so 50 pips, a take profit, let's say 100 pips, and if we want to buy this, we could press buy. The spread looks good now, so let's press buy. The great thing about this is it always will confirm if we want to place this buy order. So it will come up with a window saying, would you like to buy one lot of US dollar Japanese yen? We can say yes, and then it will instantly place the order into the market, which we can see here. The second area I'd like to show everyone is the open and pending orders. Here we can select all orders. We can see our open positions, our pending orders, and all orders. So we can easily select and deselect orders that we want to look at in the time. We can also go to the close section and we can see a couple of different options. We have the close all option if you want to close all of your current trades. We have close open positions, so this will close just the positions that are open, not our pending orders. We have a delete pending orders, which we can do here, a close all winners, and a close all losers. So depending on whether you want to use these tools, we can do that. We can also close trades with an easy click of a button by just selecting the red arrow here and then pressing left click on it, and that will close the order. Next up is the tools. So we can go into tools, we can go all orders, and you can see a bunch of different options. We have partial closes as a percentage. So if we like to close some of our orders as a percent, let's say 10% of our order at a certain point, we can do so. We can also change our stop losses here, break even the trade, etc. Have a take profit, change that. Break even exit, trailing stop, and also select a template, an automated close template. So if we want to do that, let's select one of our currency pairs and create an automated close template. Here's the Great British Pound US dollar, automated close, create, and you can see this window appears. This window is great because we can select to close an order at a percentage or a volume. So you can see we have order net profit, order profit and pips, which is a favorite with most traders, a duration of time, a total floating profit loss, and a total amount in profit loss in pips. So let's select order profit in pips. We can then select less than or equal to or greater than equal to. So with this order, if it went up 50 pips, we might want to do something. So we'll select 50 pips. We'll say close percentage of the original volume. So in this case, I'd like to close 40%. I then want to change the stop loss at this point. So I might want to break even the trade. So at 50 pips up, I'd like to change the stop loss, and then we can select multiple different settings. You can also select an alarm here. So a pop-up alarm in the MetaTrader 4 platform, and also send an email with text to our email address if we choose to do so. The other great thing is we can add separate rules. So let's say we wanted to add another rule where we have order profit in pips, again, greater or equal to. So in this case, if the order went up 100 pips in our favor, we could then select to close out another certain percentage, let's say 20%, and then move our stop loss to say 50 pips in front. If we apply these rules, that means that when we're sleeping or we're not in the charts, this will automatically do these events. It's important to note though, we need to leave the trade terminal open and running for this to appear and for this to happen. We can also save the template if we choose to do so, or we can just select apply to the rules. The next tool option is create and manage OCA groups of orders. Now what this allows us to do, if we have multiple pending orders, we're going to be able to create an OCA group. To do this, let's open two orders. Place a new order, place a buy stop, 50 pips ahead, place order, place another one. This time we'll sell a sell stop, 50 pips behind, place order, and then we can go to create an OCA group. And you can see here, it's OCA stands for one cancels all. So this means that if we have these positions, two positions open, if one of them triggers, it will cancel the other trade. It's again important to note that the OCA rules are processed by the software and not by the broker. So therefore, the OCA will need to take into effect when the terminal is running. So always leave the terminal running on your computer if you want to use these particular tools. So we can call the group Pepperstone, select the amount, select the trades, and then create OCA group. We can also see a summary tool here with different symbols, long and short, symbol direction, magic numbers, etc. So we can select symbol. It will show us all the different symbols that we're currently trading. We can select things like winners and losers, and that will show us the losers currently, or the winners that we have in position, and a myriad of different other tools here. We can also select in settings to undock the terminal, and many traders find this to be one of the best tools, because to undock the terminal means we can then click that and move it to another chart or another screen if we'd like to do so. The final part of the trading terminal is the account information, and we can see here the balance of our particular account, our current equity, our floating profit and loss, our free margin, the margin in use, our current open positions, pending orders, and pips in profit. You can also see an alarm next to all of these. So if we select the alarm, we can see here that we can make alarms for different positions. So let's select floating profit and loss and select that it is less than or equal to, let's say 1,000. We can then select send email if we'd like to, or for it to close all the orders. So this allows us to put in an account-wide alarm if the order goes too far against us or too far into profit and we want to then close the position. You can press save if you'd like to do so here, and that will then activate this alarm. That completes the Pepperstone Trading Terminal tool overview. We hope you enjoy the new tool and it helps you with your trading.